Joe didn't.
Crook wanted to take a deal. Joe didn't. What was that?
Is Crook wanted to take a deal. Joe didn't. Is Crook wanted to take a deal. Joe didn't. Yo, you know how you ain't even got to read too much into this. Hold up, I think I took a picture of this. Damn, I can't.
There you go.
I won't. So what are we talking about?
Without Joe Budden, I'm not doing it. That's a turn down.
Holy shit, Joe. It's craziness. Did you ever tell any of these dudes that you wasn't with doing this deal with Tony? Never came out of my mouth. Ever. I won't. So what are we talking about, Chris?
Y'all in here capping, dog.
Capping!
Y'all in here
Joel,
capping.
I just want to know, like, because if that was the case, I would be well within my right to take that position. I have no reason to lie about taking that position. I'm not incentivized in any way, my brother. I'm not being paid by anybody. I'm not here speaking on behalf of anybody but myself. I'm not taking a side. I never have taken a side. I know that there's been issues. I've always been the one that has been in the middle, brother.
And then he doesn't answer his phone. He said he's on the phone with Joel. Please call Crooked. All right, Joe says, yes, I'm going to call Crooked. I'm going to call Crooked right after I get off the phone with you. Never calls him, and months go by. If that's not a churn down, what the fuck is? If you don't want to discuss the details and you're not calling anybody, then you're basically saying no. Like, what are we doing here? We're not children. This is a business. You're right. You don't just not communicate and act like that's normal. Non-communication is a turn down.
Joe never said that he didn't want to do that deal. He only had questions about the way that the business would be as it pertains to that deal. Nobody never said we're not doing the deal.
Y'all said y'all wasn't doing the deal. That's one. Second thing is,
I'm asking you to tell us when.
Can't get to it now. You ain't even got to read too much into this. Hold up, I think I took a picture. Yo, you know how you ain't even got to read too much, and Joe didn't. Pass is Crook wanted to take a deal. Joe didn't.
Crook wanted to take a deal. Joe didn't. That means Joe turned it down.
Yo, you know how you ain't even got to read too much into this. Hold up, I think I took a picture of this. Damn, I can't get to it now. Hold up. I almost want to find a laptop because
What you got, Joe?
This guy wants to find a laptop.
when this first of all, listen. First of all, this is the most dialogue Slaughterhouse has had in
So no one-
years because me and Crook is rocking and rolling.
Let's not be all over the place here. Let's just stick to specifics. When did Joe turn down the deal? When?
On the
What was
phone.
conversation.
On the phone.
When?
On the phone.
Who all was on this call?
Come on, man. Come on, yo. Stop.
That nigga said, "Yo, yeah, I can't
Joel,
believe."
just answer the question, my brother.
I really can't believe y'all in here doing all this. Like, where was all of this energy when niggas were trying to save
Please
the group?
answer the
Energy
question.
when Crooked
Please,
bring a
just
bag to the
answer-
table for us to
Joel,
rock.
just answer the question.
The reason why he's having a hard time answering this because he can't believe this isn't even a point of contention. He didn't think he was going to come up here and have to argue about them churning the deal down. He thought this was common sense, common knowledge at this point. So it's like, how do I even answer this? Like it's hard to, because they're full of shit and they keep their cat. Remember, this is live on Instagram. This is behind the scenes. They're trying to paint a narrative that these guys never turned the deal down, that they were still in negotiations, and that this is the narrative that Joe and Royce are painting. That a deal came, Joe just asked questions about the deal, okay? And Crooked and Joe got so mad that Joe didn't just say yes and ask questions. They said, fuck you guys, and we're going to take the deal without you. That's the narrative they're painting. Not that Joe basically said, I'm retired, I'm not doing it, and we need full ownership, and fuck out of here, and then, just call Crooked Eye, and we can get this together, and then just disappears and ghosts Crooked Eye for the next 8-9 months. All right, that's actually what happened. But they want to make it seem like they had a discussion. Joe had some questions. All right, and Crooked and Joe were like, "Fuck you and your questions. We're taking it. Go fuck yourselves." That's the narrative they're trying to paint instead of actually what happened. They don't want to take any accountability, and they'll even say it later in that last live we watched at the beginning. Where Royce is like, get out your fucking feelings. We don't owe you phone calls. We don't owe you communication. That's basically where they're at. They think they're bigger than these guys, that they don't owe them a fucking phone call. You don't think that's a breakdown? Ask your psychiatrist, Royce, if that's okay to do. If you're communicating with people, all right, but you don't return their calls or communicate with them, ask her what the problem is there. Let her psychoanalyze that shit, Royce. And see what she says to you. Or are you going to lie to your psychiatrist and tell her they're bugging out? That's the problem with psychiatry. If you're not honest to her, she can't help you. If you're lying to her, she's going to give you bad advice. So unless you come and have peace and understand that, it's never going to work.
What's the question?
When did Joe turn down the deal? What was the call? Who was on the call?
Okay, Joe turned down the deal numerous occasions, my friend.
Numerous occasions.
Yeah, numerous occasions. He has said he's not rocking with the group. I don't understand why this is new information.
We talking about the Tony deal.
Joe Ortiz, you are a fucking liar, yo.
Get the fuck out of here, dog.
And listening to your fucking ass.
He's lying.
Crook is on almost. Damn, I can't get to. We did all that. The impasse is Crook wanted to take a deal, Joe didn't. Yo, you know.
Now he's a liar.
Lie. You are a fucking liar. And for you to do that to me and him.
To you and him, what? Are y'all serious? Y'all not serious, dog. Y'all not serious, dog. Y'all out here running around with a wild-ass narrative lying about me and Crook, like we went and took a bag. Y'all got people saying we out here doing things for a bag. I never done nothing for a bag. Y'all know me better than that.
That is exactly.
Listen, if anybody's spinning a narrative, it's y'all two, gentlemen.
What narrative?
Especially you, Royce. You out here talking about the 25%. You had 25% and you burned it down. You're doing all types of mathematical equations about fucking housing ownership and shit like that. The bottom line is this. Crook could bring a bag to the table for something that y'all ain't been fucking with for a long time, right?
Yeah, but you can't say that. You can't say I haven't been fucking with it for a long time.
Hey, that ain't even the part I got issue with.
Yeah, what
you got an issue with?
What gives you the right to tell me what I'm fucking with? Like, that's not fair.
Your actions, Royce. Your actions.
Listen, how about this? Y'all tell me what y'all got an issue with and I'll address it. What you got an issue with, Joe?
All of it.
All of what?
That's what a bitch would say. You're arguing with your woman. What's your problem? What's your issue? Everything! Oh, okay, thanks, babe. Thanks, babe. Everything. Royce 100% says Slaughterhouse was done in 2018. 100%. I might have that clip.
All of what, Joe?
And then, of course, your girl. All of it. And then, I'm gonna do my Joe Budden thing where I'm gonna pretend to have a meltdown, and I can't believe this is happening. Oh my God. Oh, the dramatic. Shut up. Shut your dramatic ass up, man. Enough.
No, I don't. No,
how do y'all deal with this shit? How did y'all deal with this for all these years